Good evening, dear friends. Hello. Hi, Ram Gopal. Good evening. Hi, Vrushali. Very good evening. Mast, बढ़िया. Nirmal, good evening. Hi, Akshay. Good evening. Don't worry. Don't worry. After starting the session, all of your doubts will be clear automatically. Vrushali, don't worry. Aditya, good evening. Everyone is having the same issue. Hi, Sweb. Good evening. Hi, Kalyan. Good evening. Teaching selenium for 10 years, so I know what is the problem. Hi, hi Dilip, good evening. Hey Bharti, good evening. Thank you, Nirmal. That is the reason I have survived in the testing industry. Hi Mahesh, good evening. Navita, very good evening. Hi Megha, good evening. Correct, Vishali. Correct. If you are facing the issue, it means that you are you are trying with that assignments. है ना? Only those people will have the issue. Those have started with the assignment. Sueb, have you started with the assignment? Okay. So are you facing any issue? Yesterday's assignment number 17, specifically 17 and 18. Obviously, that's great, Sueb. Mega, obviously, I'm because no one is able to solve that assignment. Because might possible Sueb you have used some some weights there, है ना? Redbus and Orange HRM. Yes, I know Aditya. What is issue there? For date picker, we are just supposed to we're just supposed to handle that drop down list. What is problem there? It is simple assignment. What is problem there? Just we are supposed to pick select your birth date. That's it. Using which class? Select class. What is the problem? There is nothing like a frame. There is nothing like a frame in that. Assignment number 16. What it is? Date picker, no? selecting birth date. Don't worry, Mega. Mega, don't worry. I'm there to to provide the solution for that. Don't get nervous. What I said, I'm happy. Rather, I'm happy that you have started working on that assignment. You know? And I always say that only those people will get the problems. Sorry, only those people will face the problem who are trying. Correct? If you are not trying, then you will not get any problem. है ना? Don't know, Dilip, sorry, but okay. Guys, let me quickly share my screen. Guys, I hope my screen is visible. All right. So, once again, good evening, all of you. Let's start with the today's session. Okay, before we should start with the today's concept, let's have a look on what we discussed in the last session. Okay. Don't know why, but Rahul, even Dilip is saying the same thing, but I don't know. Really, I don't know what is the reason. But still, what I will do, if possible, I will ask someone. Today, after the session, I'll try to drop a message. Achha, okay. That is okay. In that case, if that is the problem, then they will. All right. So, guys, what we discussed in the last session, we first started with the handling the checkbox, correct? So basically, whenever I want to handle a checkbox, okay, first you have to check whether that is selected or not. If it is selected, then depending on the situation, see guys, the very important thing is, suppose the checkbox is already selected, and if you are trying to click, then it will get deselected. So what is your condition? First think what is your condition, whether the checkbox should selected or deselected. Depending on that, you have to check with the help of is selected method. Correct? There are a couple of more methods like is enabled and is disabled. Now these are not only for this what checkbox. You can use this enabled and displayed for any one of the control to check whether the control is visible and whether the control is enabled or not, right? Then we discussed about radio button. So talking about radio button, nothing great. If you want to click, just call dot click method. Here you people need not to check, unlike checkbox. In the case of checkbox, if you remember, we first checked whether that was selected or not, but here we need not to check. Why? The simple answer is we have not used here. We haven't used if. I use here we have not used if. So checkbox in this also it will work. It will work. It will click there. It will obviously click there. But the problem is, suppose let me take you on this page. My test case says that, see, my requirement says that this checkbox should not selected. What my requirement says? My requirement says that this checkbox should not selected. Okay. Then suppose if I will directly click there, what will happen? If I'll click there directly, what will happen? Simply it is going to check that. In that case, I have to check, right? So I have to check. If the situation is, depending on that situation, I need to take the decision, I have to check. Okay, displaying the status before and after. Yesterday also I told this, it is absolutely not required. It is just for the curiosity. This displaying the status is just for curiosity. Okay, that is not mandatory. Okay, all right. This we discuss about the radio button. Simply we need to call dot click method. Then we discuss about this, what handling the drop down list. When I can say the control is drop down list, if the control is having select a tag, if the control is having select a tag, then only I can say this is a either drop down list or list box, right? And to handle a drop down list or list box, Selenium provides you a very interesting class called as select class. So select class is the only class via which you can perform operations on the drop down list or even list box, right? So the methods are like, first method, get options. So get option, sorry, first method is get first selected option. So get first selected option will give you the element which is selected. Return type is web element. You can call dot get text method for that. Correct. Then we discuss get options method. My dear friends, displaying the options from the drop down list is not required. It is just, again, it is just for curiosity. Displaying the options is absolutely not required. Only thing is you are supposed to select the element and you are supposed to display which is the selected element. These are the majorly two operations that we are supposed to perform on a drop down list. Okay, displaying the selected option and selecting any one of the option. So for selecting any one of the option, we are having four different methods. Either you can use select by visible text, select by value, select by contains visible text, and select by index. Using any one of these method, you can select the element from the drop down list or even from the list box. Then we discuss how we can handle a list box. So if you are supposed to handle a list box, again you are supposed to use the same class called as select class. As I told you yesterday, if you remember, select is the only class via which you can handle drop down list or list box. For both types of control, you can use the same method. The only difference is between the drop down list and list box. Drop down allows you to select a selecting single option, whereas list box allows you to select multiple options. If you want to select multiple options, simply call any one of the selecting method like select by index, select by value, select by visible text, select by contains visible text. Call any one of the method and you will be able to select. Suppose if I want to display or if I want to get the all the options, those are selected, we're having a method called as get all selected options, via which it is returning list of web element, via which you will be able to get all the selected elements. Again, if you want to deselect any one of the element, again there are four methods. Those are deselect by index, deselect by visible text, deselect by value, and deselect by contains visible text. Or if you want to deselect all, you can use deselect all method. Okay. Then we discuss about some navigation methods. So navigation methods are typically used to navigate from the browser, means moving forward, one step forward, one step backward, or refresh. For all these processes, you can call these navigate methods. One more point we discussed, that was headless browser. My dear friends, if you are confident with your script and you don't want to see the execution, how actually the execution is happening, in that case, you can create object of Chrome options. If you are using age, then you have to create object of age options. Age options OP is equal to new age options. For this OP, you need to pass one parameter, add arguments, and just pass the parameter hyphen hyphen headless. Hyphen hyphen headless. Then what will happen if you are and you have to pass this OP as an argument to the Chrome driver or age driver, whatever object you are creating there. And what will happen if you are calling this method via which you will it will execute your script in a headless browser. Headless browser is a browser which don't have any UI, right? It is going to execute in the background. Okay, it is not having any UI. So this was the part which we discussed in the last session. Is it okay, guys? Any queries? That's what I said, Dilip. If you are confident, I don't want to see the driver getting, sorry, the browser getting loaded, the site getting loaded. I'm clicking on somewhere. I'm selecting some options. I don't want to see the execution. I just want to check the output. But that's it. In that case, you can use headless browser. Is it okay, guys? Everyone, is this part clear? Okay. My dear friends, I'm going to explain first. First, I'm going to explain assignment number 12 purposely. Purposely assignment number 12, and then we'll go to the assignment number 17. Who tried this assignment? That is what I'm going to. That is what the concept today, Purushari. Two, only two people. Only two people tried this assignment. Ah, that is okay. Very few will be successful in that. Those who are having the superior knowledge of Selenium, those will be able to. Those will be successfully execute. Hmm. All right. All right. All right. All right. So we are going to understand that. First, let's try to. What was the problem there? The demos were available. I have already shared the assignment on the GitHub account. Then what you were waiting for recordings? You know? All right, chalo. We'll start with this assignment number 12. I'm going to show you something very interesting there. Grade 12, echo checkbox. All right. So what is the code you have created? Might possible. I hope you have written the code in the same way, which I'm showing you right now. The name is option one rather. So what is that control? Milk. So wave element milk checkbox is equal to driver dot find element by dot name. Correct. Then what might possible you have written the code? I hope I'm not going to write the code, rather I'm going to copy paste the code. Correct, guys? Correct? The same code you have written. Am I right? Right? And what you have did there, what might possible you have did there, you have written the same code for 3 times. Am I right, guys? You might have written the same code for 3 times. It will click on this milk. Correct? So one for milk checkbox, one for butter checkbox, and one for cheese checkbox. Right? So how many lines of the code you have to write? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So for one checkbox, you have to write 11 lines of the code. Obviously, you have to write total 33 lines of the code to handle 3 checkboxes. The very simple thing is, practically, suppose right now you are having only 3 checkboxes, that is okay. But imagine if you could have such a 10 checkboxes. You might have such a 10 checkboxes. Will it be practically possible that you will write the same, means that code, 110 lines of the code? That would be very tricky one. That would be very tricky one, very lengthy code. Correct? Now the question is, are we performing different actions on every checkbox? Like, just 1 second, 1 second. Yes, guys. We are having 3 checkboxes. We are having total 3 checkboxes. Are we performing different actions on every checkbox? Are you getting my question, guys? What is the action you are doing on the first checkbox? You are reading the checkbox. You are displaying the status before clicking. You are displaying the status after clicking. Am I right, guys? Right? And then you are checking whether the control is selected or not. And if it is not selected, then you are clicking there. Correct? You are doing the same operation, no? You are doing the same operation on each and every control. Right? So don't you think that I'm performing the same operation 3 times? I'm performing same operations on 3 times. So the question is, can I use loop here? And the answer is no. Answer is no, you can't. Why? Because for 3 times, control is different. No, guys. Are you getting my point? What I want to say? Every time this control is different. How you can use for loop here? Means normally. Hai na? Hai na? So here basically you can't use, at this moment you can't use for loop. Then what is the solution? Solution is very simple. Okay. See, guys, one thing is 100% fixed, that we are performing the same operations on every control. For loop, while loop, everything. Tell me how I can use while loop here. Bharti, tell me how I can use while loop here. What condition you will put in the while loop, or even what condition you will put in the for loop? You know? Because controls are different. The major problem is controls are different. Every time here controls are different. So here practically thinking, I cannot use a loop. Right? But imagine if I will say that instead of reading, see, operations are same. Basically, operations on every control are same. Right? So instead of reading these 3 controls individually, suppose if I will tell you that you are able to read all these 3 controls in one shot, then wait, Anushka, wait. If I will say, instead of reading the controls one by one, let us read all three controls in one shot. Let us try to read all these three controls in one shot, and then you will be able to perform the operations via for loop. If you remember this demo, here what we did, guys, here in this demo, what we did, we tried to read multiple controls and we were supposed to perform the same operation. What was the operation? We are just supposed to display the text on that control, correct? We're just supposed to display the text on that control. Same operations was there. And what I did, I read multiple controls. So same thing we can perform here. Now, if you remember, when I was explaining this demo, at that time I told you one point. If you are supposed to read multiple controls, then first thing that you have to think, that find something similarity in all those controls. See, if you are supposed to read all the controls in one shot, then first step is that you have to find some at least one single similarity between all these three controls. Okay. Now there are three options. There are three options. One is tag name is same. Wait. Guys, wait. One is tag name is same. But the problem is this input tag may be applicable for some another controls as well. Suppose if I will check this control. Okay, this is a link. But suppose here I will scroll up. Here is one more control. Can you see? Again the tag name is input. So it means that I cannot use tag name. Agree? Everyone agree with me, guys? Is everyone agree with me? I cannot use tag name here. Why? Why? Because might possible the input tag is applicable for multiple controls. Okay, chalo, avoid that. Skip it. Okay, now can I use a CSS selector type is equal to checkbox, because I can see this is same. है ना? Huh? So can I use CSS selector and I can put a value type is equal to checkbox? Chalo, let's try. Input and type is equal to checkbox. Oh, can you see the problem? Sorry, okay, it's okay. Can you see the problem? It is saying 1 of 6. It is saying 1 of 6. Means it is reading all 6. So here are 3 checkboxes, and 1, 2, 3, and again 3 checkboxes. So for the time being, I cannot use type is equal to checkbox. Then what could be the another solution? Think on that. Find what is the similarity between these 3 checkboxes. Correct. Index. What is index? Correct. Very good. So you can, if you can see, guys, name. If you can see the name, so what is the name? Everyone's name is starting with option. Name is equal to option 1, option 2, option 3. It means that name of every control, these 3 check boxes, name of all these 3 check boxes is starting with option. So can I say like this? See. Dollar nahi, starts with. Can you see now it is telling me 1 of 3? Just check first, second, third. Is it highlighting all 3? Wow. Right? Now using this CSS selector, what I will do, listen guys, what I will do, I will create a obviously list of web element, let's say products is equal to driver dot find elements by dot CSS selector. Is it okay? Everyone understood this line? So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to read all three checkboxes in one list. Now this products is holding three checkboxes. Now one option could be, I can use like this. See, something like this. Products dot get 0. So this will be for first. Again, same thing I have to do. This will be for something like this. See here. Again, I have to write the same code for 10 times. Sorry, 3 times. Hai na? So this is for first checkbox. Then something will be for second checkbox. Same code for third checkbox. Now what could be the solution? Now tell me the solution, guys. So I'm supposed to write the same code. What will be the difference? Products dot get 0, products dot get 1, products dot get 2. Now in this situation, I can use correct. I can use a loop. I can use a loop here. So how I can use a loop here? See, how I can use a loop here in very simple lines. I can use a loop something like this for web element P from products and let me just change this with P. So now what is happening? So first time when this loop will get executed for first time, at that time it is going to read the first checkbox, and that first checkbox will be selected. Sorry, first checkbox will be stored in an object called as P. P dot is selected, is enabled, is displayed, is selected, is clicked. That's it. Is it okay, guys? Everyone? है ना? है ना? Now, one more thing. One more thing. This is how we use a CSS selector. Now, a very important thing I'm going to tell you, that I want to read all these three checkboxes, no doubt, but I don't want to use CSS selector, for example. Okay, I don't want to use, or I'm not able to use CSS selector, just for imagination. Then what I can do, listen very carefully. In that case, here the very important part comes into the picture. Let us try to read all these three controls using XPath. Now you will ask me the question, sir, how it is possible? Because using XPath, we are able to find out only one control, correct? So let me copy. See, what are the steps? Listen, guys. Listen, guys. What are the steps? Steps are very simple. Why are you laughing? Did I made any joke, or did I make any mistake? Why are you laughing? So what is the process? Process is, guys, very simple. Process is very simple. Just take which are three controls that we are supposed to use, guys. So 1, 2, and 3. Correct? Correct. These are the three controls that we are supposed to read. So let's take XPath of any one of the control from that. See, let's copy the XPath of any one of the control. Copy. Either take full XPath, take relative XPath. Okay. So fortunately, unfortunately, it is giving me the relative XPath. Sorry, absolute XPath. Now, if you can observe this XPath very carefully, what that XPath is saying, guys? Just observe the last content from that and tell me what this XPath is telling you. Input of 1. Correct? Correct, guys? It is telling you input of 1. What is mean by input of 1? What is mean by that input of 1? Correct. Input of 1 means it is pointing to the first control, first checkbox. Am I right, guys? First checkbox. Now, my question, are we supposed to find only first control, or are we looking for only first control? No. Okay. Suppose here I will put, instead of 1, suppose I will put 2. Then what is happening here? Can you see? What is happening here? It is giving me the second element. Second element. Are we expecting second element? Are we expecting second element? Only second element? Are we expecting only second element? So again, the answer is no. So I'm expecting all 3 elements. Am I right, guys? Am I right, guys? I'm expecting all 3 elements. I'm expecting all 3 elements. See, very, very carefully, guys. I will do only one thing. Let me remove this index and see what happens. See the magic. Let me remove this index. What do you see, guys, here? If I'll remove the index, now what it is saying? Can you see? It is saying one of 3. It is saying 1 of 3. It means that it has read all 3 controls. If and just for curiosity, huh? Or rather just for confirmation, check it. Is it reading the same all the controls which you are expecting? Yes. Is it okay? So someone was asking me, sir, why we spent that much time to explain the XPath? The very simple thing was we were able to right click and copy XPath. Got it now? What if our controls are not in sequence? Means Rahul, means I'm not getting your question. Sir, so instead of using this list, we can directly use XPath. Means milk, butter, and cheese are not together. Again, I'm not getting your question. Wait, Rahul, let me unmute you. Yes, Rahul.
Sir, my question is like all 3 checkboxes are together, like after milk, after butter and cheese, both are in one sequence. Like,
Hmm.
so if milk in some different place, I mean in different path. Right now, if I remove the indexing, we are
Hmm.
seeing the 3 of 3.
Hmm.
Let's say this butter in some different drop down,
Inside some another tag.
some other tag. Yeah.
Hmm.
So how we can handle that?
That would be bit difficult, but there you need to do some trial error. I'm going to show such a examples as well.
Okay.
In
Thank you,
some
sir.
another examples, I'm
Mhm.
going to show some examples as well. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Aditya, what was your query? Should I unmute you? Mega, just wait. Okay, ठीक है. So instead of using this list, we can directly use XPath. Means what? That is what my query is. My question to you. Sir, option 2 is already selected. Can we skip it? Why we should skip it? Why we should skip it? We can't skip. We have to read all these three because we are supposed to check second as well. Na? I don't know whether it is selected or not. Am I right, Mega? I don't know whether it is selected or not. So I have to perform the operations on all three. Is it okay? Everyone? The major task is if you are supposed to read multiple controls, main thing is those should have something common in that. So list of web element products is equal to driver dot find element by dot xpath. Same thing will happen, nothing. Okay. Is it okay, guys? Got this? Yes. Obviously. Crucially, yes, that is also possible. Okay? Is it okay, guys? I'm going to. Mega, I'm going to. All right. It was just for confirmation. Fine. Is it okay, guys? Everyone got this? How we can read multiple controls? I'm going to tell you one more example, just for understanding. One more example. One more example. What I can show you the example. Suppose again I will go to Reddit.com. The same control on this page. And now suppose I want to read all these text boxes. All these text boxes. Suppose these 4 text boxes. All these 4 text boxes. What I can do? Let's inspect it first. Any one. Okay. And it is saying type is equal to text. So if I will use type is equal to text as a CSS selector, then it will highlight me all the text boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some might would be there. Okay, here is 1, 5, 6, and here is 1, 7. Right? Now you can't skip other one. Okay. Now one more problem is there. Suppose in this case, suppose if I will use XPath, see here, right click, inspect. Suppose if I'll copy this, and now the problem, see what is the problem? What it is saying? Oh, it is saying the Rahul, might possible this will give you the answer of your question. See here, guys. See here. What it is saying? Input. But which input? It is saying input from div of 2. Okay. Let me check this second control. Okay. Here is again input. It is inside this div tag. Correct? So one is inside first div, one is inside second div, one may be inside third div, and so on. So let me try to remove this div of 2 and see what happens. Wow. Can you see? Now I'm getting 1 of 4. So such a trial error you have to do here. Let me try to remove these 2 as well. Some trial errors you have to do. Now I'm getting the same. Might possible those controls may not be in the same path, right? Like these text boxes and all those may not be in the same path. Okay, it is directly in the div. That's why those are not div, and then input. That's why those are not expecting that, right? So you have to do such some trial and errors here. Okay, Rahul, is it okay? Good. All right. Chalo, guys, everyone, keep your browser open. If possible, keep your redbus.in open. Everyone. Let's try to understand this very important concept of selenium. Without that concept, performing operations in selenium are very difficult. Okay, so that is the reason I have given this assignment. So what was my assignment, guys? The assignment was very simple. First, you are supposed to click on this from. You are supposed to click on this from, right? Once you click on this from, enter some text in this text box. Enter some text in this text box. Then, like for example, KOLH for Kolhapur. Then select the first option that you are getting, Kolhapur. Then click on this two. Type BAN in this text box. You will get Bangalore option. Click on Bangalore. Then click on this date icon. Then select 31. Click on 31 and click on search buses. After clicking on search buses, you will get some buses list here. You are supposed to display this first bus. Correct, guys? This was the assignment. Let's try to solve this assignment. What was the first? Guys, go through the step by step. What was my first step? First step, we were supposed to click on this from, right? So obviously, first I have to inspect this from. Okay, what it is saying, it is having some div tag. It don't have any ID. Class is there, but I always suggest that never believe on the class. So let me copy the X path. And I'll write the same code, simple code, driver.find element. Okay, before that. By.xpath. And what I'm supposed. Dot click. Correct, guys? Correct. Now the major problem is here now. Once I click there, and now if I'll try to inspect this control, if I'm trying to inspect this control, oh, wait. So everyone is facing this issue. If I'm trying to inspect this control, then don't know what is happening here. Correct? I'm not able to inspect that specific control. Right click and inspect. Something different is happening. Correct? Is it the same problem everyone facing? So do one thing, everyone do one thing. Open this DOM. Everyone in the browser, open this DOM. One time setting is there. There is just one time setting. Is everyone on this DOM? Click somewhere in the DOM and type Control Shift. I told 10 minutes ago, I told open, launch the browser and launch the redbus.in. Is it okay, everyone? So click somewhere here. So is it okay? Done? What I told, just open your browser, open redbus.in in your browser and inspect the control. That is the steps I told. Does I told to type Kolhapur? Does I ask to type Kolhapur? Does I ask to do some operations? No. So click on this DOM. Click on this DOM. We are experiencing high chat volume. It's not opening. Means, Jayan, sorry, I'm not getting this. High chat volumes means which server is down? Redbus wala? Redbus wala server? No. Is anyone facing the issue for Redbus? It's fine. Everyone is saying it's fine. Please check your server connections. Okay. Click somewhere here in this and hit Control Shift P for Prayagraj. Control Shift P. Okay. And then type focus here. Focus. 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 This is one time setting. Everyone is on this page. Everyone is on this setting. Can you see there is one option called as emulate a focused page? Emulate a focused page. So just click on that once, only once. Click on that, that's it. Done, everyone? Now try one thing. Just keep this open. Keep this open and click on this icon in a selecting option. And now you will be able to select your control. Happy? Where I should help? Tell me. Sir, could you please help? Means where I should help? Control Shift P, then type focus. Type focus. Click here. Click in this document window. Click in this DOM. Then only you will able to get that Control Shift P wala option. Is it okay, everyone? Now the problem is, see, here, if I will select this, it is saying me this due. Now here is a trick, guys. Here is a trick. It is saying me due. Try closing the browser and reopening. It is saying me due. Now suppose if I will right click, if I will take a XPath of this and if I'll try to perform the operation, then that will be the big mistake. Because see guys, this is the text box. Correct guys, this one. Can you see cursor is waiting here? Cursor is waiting here. So this is the text box. This is the text box. And generally, if you remember, text box is having tag name as input. Do you remember? Every text box is having a tag name input. So this is not an input tag. Okay. Okay, do one thing. Just try to open this div tag. Try to open this div tag. Tadan, 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 tadan. Can you see this input? Right? So just pick up the ID of this. You know? Some tricks. These are some of the tricks. After typing focus, you will get option called as emulate a focused page. Click on that. Okay. Then what is the next operation I'm supposed to do? driver dot find element by dot id src dst dot send keys. What I'm supposed to type there? KOLH. Correct, guys? Correct? Huh? Now let me try to type KOLH here. And after typing KOLH, I'm getting this list. What I'm supposed to do? I'm supposed to pick this Kolhapur. Right? I have to click on this Kolhapur. Let's take the XPath of that Kolhapur. Okay, here is this. Here this is. Or you can take a XPath of this div as well. This div is okay or this div is again okay. So I'll take XPath of this parent tag, not this. Even this will be again okay. Is this okay? Again, this is okay, but I will pick up this one. Just make sure, just hover the mouse on that. Guys, hover the mouse on that. Is it highlighting the control? Yes, then you can pick that control, right? So copy XPath. Driver dot find element by dot XPath. And I'm just supposed to click there. Correct, guys? Then next is for 2. 2. Again, same process for 2. First step, I need to click on this 2. 2. Let me inspect it. Just select this control, right? Like this. Select the control like this. Just click on this inspection button and click on the control which you want to inspect. Here it is. So this is the control. I need to click there. So copy XPath. Driver dot find element by dot XPath. This is, and I'm supposed to do dot click there. After that, I have to open this, click. Then I have to take a XPath of that or control that for text box. Same. Just open this div tag. Here is this input tag. Let me copy the ID. Driver dot find element by dot x. Sorry, I have picked the ID. Dot send keys. Bangalore. Correct. BAN. Let me type BAN here first manually. Then I'll get the option Bangalore. Just pick this Bangalore. This is the XPath of that Bangalore. Copy XPath. Now driver dot find element by dot XPath dot click. Correct. After that, I'm supposed to click on this calendar icon. So just inspect this calendar icon. So here is the control I, or this due, no, I, only I. So copy this XPath. Driver dot find element by dot XPath dot click. Correct. After clicking, I'm supposed to click on 31. So just pick the XPath of 31. Okay, this is 31. Or even this is also 31. This is not. Let me take this 31. Copy XPath. Driver dot find element by dot XPath dot click. Then search bus. We are supposed to click on search bus. Again, what I have to do? Click on this search buses. So let's take the, okay, don't have any ID or that. So let me copy the XPath. Driver dot find element by dot XPath dot click. And after that, display result. For understanding this assignment, I have given these steps. Dilip, For understanding some concept, I have given these steps. I know we can directly enter Kolhapur here. I know we can enter directly Kolhapur here. I know I can directly enter Bangalore here. But for understanding some concept, I'm giving in this. Okay. Now, if I'll click on this search buses, then see problem number 1. See the problem number 1. Okay, I can see this here. I can see this here. But the problem number 1, see guys, suppose my inspection window is closed, DOM is closed. And if I will right click on this, see huh? See guys very carefully. If I will right click here, what happens? It is performing the actual action. Are you getting the point, guys? See what is happening. See, guys, I want to inspect this text. No, AR Group Vijay Lakshmi Travels. So what I will do, simply right click and inspect. But the problem is the control is already gone. And I'm getting something different here. Okay. So in that case, what you have to do? In that case, what you have to do? Simple. Hit Control F12. F12. F12 will manually launch this window, DOM. Manually, it will launch the window. And then using this element picker, you can click on this. Okay, this is a normal text. This is normal text, so I can get. Okay, it is not an input or something like that. And what I can do, driver.find element by.xpath. And I'm supposed to get the text from that. Correct, guys? Get text, and I'll put all this statement in system. Is it okay, guys? This was the as simple as. Sir, if any structure is changed, means again we need to enter new XPath. Correct. Zoom out the program bit. Why? Are you writing the code with me? Are you writing the code with me, Shaukat? Sorry, not Shaukat. Soeb? Soeb, are you writing the code with me? Don't write. Okay, okay. That is just the XPaths. Those are just the XPath which are next to them. Okay. Guys, now have a look on this. Simple and a program is very simple. But the kahani mein twist is right now. Right now there is a kahani mein twist. See guys, if I will run this. Tadan, 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 tadan. It's stuck on KOLH. Selenium is, yes, it is full of twists. Only twists are there in Selenium. Now, if I will show you the code, you are getting no such element exception. You are getting no such element exception. See, where you are getting no such element exception. Can you see? No such element exception. On which line? So here is the line number 18. What is this code for? This was the code for selecting Kolhapur. Am I right, guys? This was the code for selecting Kolhapur. Clicking on the Kolhapur. We are not supposed to, Aditya. If we are supposed to write full code, full name, then I would like to tell you to enter full name. Now, why I should tell you enter first 4 characters? Are you getting my point? If we are supposed to enter full name here, full city name here, then I would tell you to enter full city name. Now, why I should tell you enter only first 4 characters, right? So, what is the kahani mein twist? Chalo, my dear friends, if you remember, when I'm getting no such element exception, do you remember the reason of no such element exception? The first is your locator value may be dynamic. Correct? Second is no. If browser is closed, in that case, you will get some different exception. In that case, you will get session not created exception, or one more exception is there. Some different exception is there. I didn't remember that. Huh? If your value of locator is dynamic, again you will get the exception. If the value of attribute is wrong, again you will get the exception. Correct? Means Selenium is not able to locate the control. But fortunately for this time, we have taken the XPath. So there are very less possibilities that the XPath is wrong, and I have copied the XPath. So it means that this, in my case, at least now, for now, my XPath is correct. Okay, chalo. Let's see, guys. Let's see, guys. Let me run this code once again and see what happens. Same thing is happening. Same thing is happening. It is entering KOLH and it is stopping the execution. And again, you are getting the same exception. If you can see, no such element exception on the same line. Correct? My dear friends, now I just want to see how many from you are actual testers. How are your eyes? I want to test your eyes. Okay. Just check what happens. Just check what happens after entering KOLH. Just observe what happens after entering KOLH. See. Observe and tell me. It's very faster process. Just check. Oh, it's stuck for this text box. Okay, let me run this once again. That is not an issue. We have taken the exact XPath of that control, same control, Dilip. We have taken the XPath of exact that Kolhapur. So no possibility that there are so many names like Kolhapur. Correct. Correct. Very good observation. Vrushali, Anushka, very good observation. My dear friends, observe once again. Once again, observe this. No, it need not to go down. It need not to go down. Shilpa. It need not to go down. No refresh. No refresh. Just try to observe once again. What happens after entering KOLH? What happens after entering KOLH? Just observe. Kolhapur. I have taken the XPath of this Kolhapur. That is what I'm asking. Arey, Ram Gopal. We are trying to find out the reason why it is not clicking. Have you observed one thing, guys? Have you observed one thing? After entering KOLH, is it displaying this list immediately, guys? Tell me. Observe it once again. Once again, observe. Observe once again. After entering KOLH, is it displaying that list immediately? Array. No. Let me try to run this once again. Sometimes it's stuck on this line as well. Yes. Have you seen? Have you seen it? After entering KOLH, it is not displaying that list immediately. Correct? It is taking some time, at least half a second. Correct, guys? At least half second time. It is taking at least half second or 1 second. May for, correct? Am I right, guys? Am I right, guys? Hidayat, I told this 10 to 30, 15 minutes ago. Where you were at that time? Where you were at that time? Remind me at the end. Now I don't want to break the flow. Remind me at the end. No, never say sorry. I hate this word sorry from the students. Specifically from my students. I hate this keyword. I know you are not doing it purposely. Hmm? That's great. That's great. Okay. So what is happening here, guys? What is happening here? After entering KOLH, it is like assembly. It is like assembly. In assembly, someone says some keyword and they say that I will take my words back. है ना? चलो. So like this, I take my sorry back. Sorry, cancel. Chalo. Okay. If you have seen that movie Sholay movie. So in Sholay movie there is one dialogue. हिलना order cancel. हिलू कैसे? तुमने तो हिलने के लिए मना किया था. Okay, हिलना order cancel. Like the same thing. Sorry, cancel. चलो. So what is happening here? After entering KOLH, correct. After entering KOLH, that Kolhapur is or that list is not getting loaded immediately. Am I right, guys? Wait, Shilpa, wait. Don't tell me the medicines. Tell me the what that is? Symptoms of the patient. Tell me the symptoms of the patient. Don't tell me the diagnosis. Just kidding. Just kidding. Huh? Don't take it personally or don't take it serious. So what is happening? After entering KOLH, that list is not getting displayed immediately. And my dear friends, Selenium or any one of the programming language executes your code from line number 1 to line number n without any expected delay. Means once Selenium will execute this statement, I'm talking about Selenium. For every programming language, this is the same. Once Selenium will execute this statement, Selenium will immediately try to execute this statement. So first, what is happening? It is clicking on that from. Immediately that list is getting open. Immediately that text box is getting open. Immediately Selenium will type KOLH. Immediately Selenium is trying to click on the Kolhapur. But after entering KOLH, is it the case that you are getting that Kolhapur immediately? No. It is not happening the case. It is not happening because why? After entering KOLH, your system, Redbird system, needs to fetch the data from the database, and it takes some time. Correct? It takes some time to load that data. Am I right, guys? Am I right, guys? Now, my next question to all of you might possible. Some of you may be from IT background, or if you are from IT background or non-IT background, my simple question is it possible that can I increase? Now, the problem is, what is the problem? I'm not getting that response immediately. So, is it possible that I can increase the speed of this application? My question, listen to my question very carefully. Can I increase the speed of this application? No. At any cost, We cannot increase the speed of application because speed of application is depending on so many criteria. The your system configuration, server configuration, bandwidth configuration, and user load on your application. N number of factors are there. N number of factors are there. Those are deciding the. Arey, wait now, Anushka. That is what I'm telling. What I said. Don't tell me the diagnosis. Tell me the symptoms. So GUI is there again. Yes, GUI is there. So there are so many problems via which your system performance is affected. So it 101% sure that we cannot adjust the speed of application. Everyone agree with me? Is everyone agree with me? I cannot adjust. I neither increase nor decrease the speed of application. Agree? Agree? Because that is not in my hand. If we could able to adjust the speed of application, then it would not require to do the what that performance testing. So we can't do that. Is it clear? So we can't adjust the speed of application. Correct? Why? Because that is not in my hand. Can I adjust the speed of my tool? Can I adjust the speed of my tool? Because it is in my hand. Selenium is in my hand. I am handling the Selenium, so I can adjust the speed of my tool. And the concept is known as the second heart of Selenium. Synchronization or weights in Selenium. My dear friends, definition is always asked in the interview. What is meant by synchronization? It is the process of adjusting speed of tool with speed of application. Why I given that example that we cannot adjust the speed of application, right? We can adjust the speed of tool only. So synchronization is a process of adjusting the speed of tool with speed of application. Is it okay? Selenium WebDriver gives you total 5 types of synchronization method. In your syllabus, they have given only 3. In your syllabus, they have given only 3. I'm going to explain total 5 synchronization methods. Those are thread dot sleep. One is a thread dot sleep. Second one is implicit wait, explicit wait. It is known as explicit wait, but you are supposed to create object of WebDriver wait. Thank you guys. Explicit, explicit wait. Then fluent wait, and last one is page load time. So these are the total. Thank you guys. Bus enough. These are the total 5 methods of synchronization. So let's try to understand the first method of synchronization, that is thread dot sleep. Thread dot sleep, it is actually a Java method. Thread dot sleep is actually a Java method. My dear friends, what is happening? What is the problem I'm facing? After entering KOLH, it is not loading that Kolhapur or that list immediately. And Selenium is trying to click on this control immediately. So what I will do, listen very carefully. I will put, see here, thread dot sleep, and I have to put the time duration in milliseconds. Suppose for example, I will give 5,000, means 5 seconds. 5,000 milliseconds means obviously 5 seconds. Now what will happen? Listen very carefully. What thread dot sleep is going to do? Thread dot sleep will pause the execution of what is custom wait? I don't know custom wait. Execution of script for specified milliseconds. What thread.sleep is going to do? MILL. Thread.sleep is going to pause the execution of your script for specified milliseconds. So what is happening? After entering KOLH, your script will pause. Script, not application. Your script will pause for 5 seconds. Meanwhile, the control will be in front of you, right? And then it will click there. Correct? Now, thread.sleep is one checked exception. You have to handle it either via try catch or using throws. So I always suggest using throws key. So just hover the mouse, you will get option throws declaration. Okay, chalo. Now let me try to run this. Let me try to run this. See, it entered KOLH. Now it is paused. The execution is paused. Execution is paused, and after 5 seconds, it clicked on that column. Correct? It clicked on that column. Now I'm getting error on this line. Is it okay? Everyone getting this? Now where is the problem? Okay, element click intercepted exception on that 2. If I'm for this control, I'm getting exception for this control. It is so simple. Now, what you need to do when you are getting this thread.sleep exception, it is checked exception. We are not supposed to right click. Just hover the mouse, and there is option add throws declaration. Okay. Fine. Is it okay? Now, my dear friends, I'm getting error on this line. No problem. I'm getting error on this line. The error is bit different. I'm getting element click intercepted exception. What is the reason of that? I'm going to explain it later on. Not now. Not now. For the time being, just try to understand that after clicking on Kolhapur, I need not to click on 2. Just guys see. Guys, just have a look. If I will run this, and suppose this is for clicking on 2, na? Let me remove this. Still I'm not able to, sorry, I need not to click on 2. That 2 wala text box will get opened automatically. So I need not to click there. See, can you see? It entered, right now it entered BAN. I need not to click on that 2. Why need not to click on 2? After entering KOLH, after clicking on Kolhapur, it will automatically click on that. That text box is already getting open. Now I'm getting exception on clicking on Bangalore. No such element exception. Element click intercepted. I made some mistake. It will click on Kolhapur after 5 seconds. And now it is stuck on, Bangalore. Correct? Now again you can see, you might be getting the same exception, element click, sorry. Hey, why element click intercepted exception? Guys, just 1 second. Oh. But it didn't click on Bangalore, na? Does it click on Bangalore? No. Right? Now same thing is happening. Same thing is happening in the case of Bangalore. So what I have to do after entering BAN, again I have to put some thread dot sleep. Let me put thread dot sleep for 5 seconds. Now I need not to add throws. Why? Because we have already added. We have already added that. Now let me try to run this. Generally, when you are executing the script, keep away from the mouse. Now it is not able to click on that, enter the text in the form. Even if it is such a problem is there, you can put some thread dot sleep here also before entering KOLH. Because sometimes that control is not getting loaded in time. So I'll put thread dot sleep for 1 second. That would be sufficient. It entered Kolhapur, it entered BAN, it clicked on Bangalore, it clicked on that date, it clicked on the search buses. Now I'm getting exception on this line, getting that city, bus. And obviously I'm getting no such element exception. No such element exception. Why? No such element exception on last line. Why? It is obvious. It is obvious. Is it the case that after clicking on this search buses, is it the case that it will display the list of buses immediately, guys? No, right? It might take some time, right? So what I have to do again here before displaying this result means before getting that control, put some thread dot sleep here. Let me put thread dot sleep for 5 seconds. Okay, for the time being, I will put the thread dot sleep for 3 seconds for the time being. Okay, purposely. Let me try to run this. I guess it's stuck on selecting the date. Wait, let me complete this first. Okay, I will do one thing. It is not required, but let me put some thread dot sleep here. Okay, what is the exception I'm getting? Let me first check the exception. No such element. Okay. Thread dot sleep for let's say 2 seconds. Not required, actually not required, but let me try. Now again I'm getting okay. Wow, I got this. So this was the this. Sometimes it takes some time, Mega. Sometimes after clicking on this icon, sometimes it takes some time. That's why I have put the thread dot sleep there. Okay. What was your query, Ram Gopal? I unmuted you.
Hello,
Huh.
am I audible, sir?
Yeah.
Sir, after clicking in starting after opening inspect, you told to click Control P, right? No, sir, something like that. And the
Hmm.
time my internet got disconnected, sir. Can you tell
We will
me again
discuss
that?
this later. Can we discuss this later on? Now I don't want to disturb the sequence. Please.
Okay, sir.
Hmm? Remind me at the end. I will explain it once
Okay, sir.
again, but
Okay, sir.
not now. Okay.
Okay, sir.
I will 100% explain. Someone is again having the same issue. I think Hidayat is having same issue. We'll discuss it later on.
Okay, sir.
Hmm. No. Vrushali, the problem is actually I don't know where it is stucking. So Vrushali is asking the problem. Okay, Rahul, just wait. Huh? Vrushali, she is asking, but sir, while you run the code again and again, then why every time it's stuck in the different place? Because I don't know whether it is stucking. Here I have to do some trial and error. I have to do some trial and error. Now the same answer for Rahul. Rahul is asking what is the ideal time we should enter for smooth execution. There is no any ideal time. I don't know what time it takes. After clicking on search, I purposely given here 3, but fortunately it get launched. Suppose I will put 1 second only. I'm right now I'm giving 1 second, and if I'll execute 100%, I will get exception on that line. Why? Because that control is not getting loaded in just 1 second. It might take 3, 4, 5 seconds. So there is no any ideal time. There is no standard time. You have to do some trial and errors there. Wow. It is getting displayed in 1 second. That is okay. Really, it is really fast. But normally, there is no standard time for that. Is it okay, everyone? Understood this? Thread.sleep, synchronization. Okay, when I'm talking about synchronization, first method, thread.sleep, what are the points to be noted? Points to be noted. Guys, have you seen that I have to put millisecond in millisecond, not nanosecond. It is milliseconds. Yes, you have to give the time in milliseconds only. Okay. Thread.sleep. Have you seen that I have to give thread.sleep so many times in my script? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Why? Why? Because thread.sleep is applicable for the single statement only. So it is applicable to single statement only. Correct, guys? It is applicable to the single statement only. First. Second. Guys, have you seen that if I'm putting thread.sleep for 5 seconds, here I put the thread.sleep for 5 seconds. Okay, here I put the thread.sleep for 1 second. It is waiting for that much time, mandatory, compulsory, it is waiting for that much time. Am I right, guys? You know? So it takes mandatory delay. It takes mandatory delay, means it will wait for that much time, whatever you have specified there. Now, do you think, okay, chalo, instead of asking that question, now, my dear friends, just imagine after entering KOLH, we have used thread.sleep here. After entering KOLH, the list is getting displayed within half second. Are you getting my question? After entering KOLH, that list of cities is getting displayed within half second. And what is the time duration I have given? I have given 5 seconds. So don't you think that I'm wasting 4.5 seconds here? Guys, are you getting my point? Here, I have given the thread dot sleep for 5 seconds, means it will compulsory wait for 5 seconds. But imagine after entering KOLH, the control is getting visible in just half second or 1 second. Then I'm wasting 4 seconds. Same thing will happen in every case, na? Suppose here it is taking 2 seconds. Then I'm wasting 3 seconds. Suppose this doesn't take any time, but still I have used 2 seconds. I'm wasting 2 seconds. Here, suppose it takes 1 second, I'm putting 3 seconds, or suppose 30 seconds, I'm wasting 29 seconds there. Correct? Are you getting my point, everyone? So this is nothing but wastage of the time. Why? Because I have to give it, it takes the mandatory delay. It takes the mandatory delay. And practically, I don't know how much time it is required to load that particular control. Correct? So in such a situation, what I can do? And I have to give this thread dot sleep again and again. Why? Because it is applicable for the single statement only. So in that situation, second method of synchronization comes into the picture, that is implicit wait. We are calling it, we are saying it as implicit wait, but in code we are going to write it as implicitly wait. What are the advantages over thread dot sleep? Number one, it doesn't take mandatory delay. It doesn't take mandatory delay. Means suppose after entering KOLH, suppose the control is getting visible or control is getting displayed in just half second. Then whatever duration you have given, suppose you have given 10 seconds ka delay there, then it will not wait for 10 seconds. It will just wait for 1 second and remaining 9 seconds will be skipped. That is the beauty of implicit wait. First, it doesn't take mandatory delay. DE. Okay. And second is unlike your thread dot sleep, it is applicable throughout the script. Means you have to write it only once. You have to write it only once, but it is applicable throughout the script from the line number where you have written to line number n. It is applicable throughout that complete script. That is the beauty of implicit wait. What is the mistake I made? So now just wait for 2 minutes. Let me complete this let me complete this concept, and then you will be able to got the answer of this question. Just wait. Guys, actually I made one mistake, a small mistake. Let me correct it. No problem. This was the problem. The solution, I'm supposed to write it here. 21, 22, D22. Synchronization, thread sleep. I was supposed to put that code here. And now let me copy this. Now let's try to understand the synchronization second method, that is implicit way. Let me first show you how it works, how to write it. D23 synchronization implicit wait. Okay, what you have to do, only once here only once, just put one statement. What is that statement? Driver dot manage dot timeouts dot implicitly wait, and put the duration dot off seconds, let's say 10, whatever time you can give. Now what is the meaning of this statement? What is the meaning of this statement? Somnath, I hope this will clear your query. What is the meaning of this statement? The meaning of this statement is 10 seconds ka delay. See guys, when I'm using thread dot sleep, it here I'm specifying the thread dot sleep for this only this statement. This 1 second ka delay is for this statement. This 5 seconds ka delay is for this statement. This 5 seconds ka delay is for this statement. But when you are putting implicit wait means, suppose here I have given the implicit wait for 10 seconds, then this 10 seconds ka delay for every statement in your script from this line. So for this line, 10 seconds ka delay. For this line, 10 seconds ka delay. For this 10. So for every line, it is a 10 seconds ka implicit wait. Now, implicit wait means not a mandatory delay for 10 seconds. Suppose this control is getting visible within 1 second, rest of 9 seconds skipped. Suppose after entering KOLH, the control is getting visible in just half second. So rest of 9.5 seconds are skipped. So that 10 seconds ka delay is applicable throughout your script. Let me try to execute this and see what happens. Yes. Why it is stuck? Getting something different exception. Why it is giving element click intercepted exception? Are you mad? Performance wise, yes, it is good. Comparing with thread dot sleep, what is the problem? I think this is interacting. The element click intercepted, we are going to understand this while we'll discuss. Might possible in the tomorrow or because after clicking on Kolhapur, it will directly show you this two wala control. So it is not required to put to come to this statement. Let me try with this. You are getting exception here. Element click intersected exception. Here it is having the problem. Why it is giving me element click intercepted exception? It was not supposed to. Line number 29. Here it was not giving me that exception. Okay. It is showing me the exception on this calendar. Calendar. Okay, I will do one thing. For the time being, I will put thread dot sleep for 1 second. Because might possible is going very fast. Might possible it is going very fast. Now it is working. Okay. Sometimes it goes very fast. Again, you have to put some thread dot sleep. In the first lecture, someone was asking, sir, is it possible that I can pause the execution because the driver is getting closed immediately? You can put thread dot sleep there. Is it okay? Everyone got this? Implicit wait. So it is a good practice. It is a good practice that you can put thread dot sleep, sorry, uh, implicit wait in every code. Is it okay? Is it okay, guys? Everyone? Okay. I'll tell you one more point. Okay, chalo, one assignment. Before that, one assignment. For this not okay. For this, okay, chalo. Let me give you one assignment. First, I will copy paste that assignment here. Okay, so this is the assignment. First, open this website dash.blink.blink-center and this one. Click on this forgot password. Enter any email ID. And then click on reset password. Sorry, not reset password. There is button called as forgot. Sorry, reset password. Click on the reset password. Once you click on reset password, you will get one option called as like this. Password reset instructions sent to the email. Please check the spam folder too. You are supposed to display this message, which is coming in the green color. I given this assignment in one class, and next day when I was asking is your assignment completed, then someone asked me, sir, how to display the message in the green color? Means he was thinking, I'm expecting that the message should be like this. This is the message which is displaying. So he was thinking you are supposed to display this message in the green color. No, you are supposed to display this message which is displayed on this page in the green color. Is it okay? Got this assignment? Got this assignment? Fine. Chalo. Let us try to understand one more very interesting concept. Yes. Try, but don't try. Obviously, I'm going to share this document. You will get that. Okay. Okay. Imagine now I'm on this page. And what I want to do, I want to click on this checkbox. My dear friends, my question is, can I click on this checkbox? Can I click on this checkbox? Why? Correct. It is disabled. Correct. It is disabled. This checkbox is disabled. So I'm not able to click. Okay. Now this checkbox is supposed to get enabled. This checkbox is supposed to get enabled after clicking on this button. After clicking on this button, this checkbox is supposed to get enabled. Correct? And then I would like to click on that checkbox. Right? Right? So I want to write this code. So how I can write this code? So very simple code is there. Chalo. Okay, chalo. You all people are familiar with that code. I will first explain that. So the problem will be here. Problem is here, my dear friends. See, is it the case that after clicking on this check this button, this button is getting enabled immediately? Is that button is getting enabled immediately after clicking on this button? No. For the time being, everyone knows that because it is specifically mentioned here. It is specifically mentioned here that the above Mr. option will be enabled in 10 seconds after clicking on below check this button. As you know, as it is clearly mentioned on this page, that's why you know it will take 10 seconds. But suppose you don't know how much time it takes. What you have to do, guys? Suppose you don't know how much time it takes. Then what you can do in that situation? In that situation, I have to use thread dot sleep. Correct, guys? Here, implicit wait will not work. My dear friends, here implicit wait will not work. Why? Implicit wait is just going to check whether the control is there or not. The control is there. The control is there, but it is not getting visible. And that is, sorry, visible or enabled. And that is going to be enabled or visible after 5 seconds, 10 seconds. I don't know. So here I have to wait. Here I have to wait for a specific statement. Are you getting my point, guys? I have to wait for a specific statement, but not mandatory. I have to wait for a specific statement, but not mandatory. And again, I'm having some condition to be checked there. In that case, Selenium has given you one more very interesting method of synchronization, that is explicit wait. Explicit wait. Basically, explicit wait is a combination of thread.sleep and implicit wait. What it takes from thread.sleep? It is applicable for single statement. Okay. And very interesting, it doesn't take mandatory delay. And third point, which is very important, it works, it can handle conditions. Condition to wait. Up to what time I have to wait? Up to what condition I have to wait here? Tell me, guys. Here, up to what I have to wait? I have to wait till this control is getting enabled. I don't know the time, exact time. I don't know whether it is 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 9 seconds, 8 seconds. I don't know na, for how much time I have to check. I have to wait. But I know the condition. I know the condition that I have to wait till this control get enabled. Right? Again, here, if I'm talking about this, after entering KOLH, I have to wait till what? This control get visible. Am I right, guys? So whenever there is a situation that you need to add a synchronization for a single statement only, you can use this next method of synchronization, that is explicit wait. Explicit wait. How to use that? See. Purposely, I'm giving the same that one example which we were discussing, 23, 24. Synchronization. Explicit. So this is the site on which we are supposed to. Okay, guys, see here. I have already used this implicit way. First, let me try to click on this manually, not manually. Let me inspect this. It is having ID. Okay, so I will pick up this ID. So what I will do, see here. Wave element checkbox is equal to driver.find element by.id. This one. And what I will do, directly I will try to checkbox dot click and see what happens. Is it clicking there? Just see. Will it click there? No. Although I have used implicit wait. I have used implicit wait. But still it will not click. You will get some exception. Okay, you are not getting any exception, but it will not click again. It will not click. Why? Because that control is not enabled. Generally here you get some exception. Generally here you are supposed to get some exception. Fortunately, I am not getting. That is okay. So what I can do in this case, see here, I have already used implicit wait, but implicit wait will not wait for that much time. So what I have to do, I have to use explicit wait. How? I have to create object of wave driver wait class. Wave driver wait class, create object called as wait is equal to new wave driver wait, and I have to tell the object of driver and the duration, maximum duration. Duration dot of seconds, I will say 20 seconds. Purposely, I have given 20 seconds. Now, my very simple question, my dear friends, up to what I have to wait? I have to wait, agree? I have to wait. Up to what? Up to that control, that checkbox get enabled. Correct? Up to that control gets enabled. Not click. Not click. Up to. I have to wait until. I have to wait until that control get enabled. Right now, this control is disabled. No, guys. Right now, this control is disabled. I have to wait till that control get enabled. So how I can write that? See, very simple. Write like this. Wait dot until. Wait dot until. What is my condition? Expected. Expected conditions. Class is there. Expected conditions dot not visibility, element to element to be clickable. What is my condition? Till that control get clickable. And which control? By dot id, this one. Correct, guys? Are you getting this statement? I'm telling that wait till this control not get enabled. Okay, now Selenium will wait for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, whatever seconds. Now suppose the control get enabled. What is the next step? Suppose the control got enabled. What is the next step you need to do? Correct. You have to click. So at the end, call dot click method. That's it. See here. If I run this, and for example, suppose I will say sysout enable before status, I will say after status, and plus driver dot find element by dot id, this one dot in, or let me show the status before and after. Let's see what happens. So it will wait maximum for 20 seconds. What I have specified there? Maximum delay. I have specified maximum delay of 20 seconds. So it will wait maximum for 20 seconds. The control is getting enabled or visible in just 10 seconds. So it will click there. What is happening? Before enable, I got. Okay. What is happening today? Timeout exception. Guys, I observed one more thing. For this application, it is not getting enabled after 10 seconds. See here. After 10 seconds, see, it is in the weekend mode. See, after 10 seconds, it is not getting, now it got enabled. Okay, chalo. Now let me try to run this. But this works. What is the time duration I have given? Of 10. That is okay. Let me put 20. Timeout. It is giving me timeout exception. Means that control is not getting enabled within 10 seconds. Can you use more than 2 synchronization method? Yes. Already we have used. We have written the code for click here. Already we have written the code for click. Ah, sorry. My bad. What I missed, guys. My bad. I have to click on this button. No. Sorry. How it will enable? Oh God. I have to click on that button. Then only it will get enabled. No. I'm also in the weekend mode. Driver dot find element by dot xpath. You too. A famous dialogue of Madhuri Dixit from Prahar movie. Prahar. Yes. Does it click here, guys? Right? Never. Never, Rahul. In my 47 years, never. Okay. Got this? Got this, guys, everyone? Explicit weight. Explicit weight, 3 points to be noted. Number one, it is applicable for single statement only. It doesn't take mandatory delay. It can handle the condition to wait like element to be clickable. Yes. Okay. Or element to be visible or alert to be present. DT ID of that checkbox. DT is ID of checkbox. Okay, fine. Now, next assignment. Next assignment is complete the red bus assignment using explicit weight. No, did I say that? Guys, did I say that it can handle only checkboxes? No, you can wait. You can wait till that element visible. I told that example, no? I told that example. I have to wait till what? After entering KOLH, I have to wait till what? Visibility of this control, Kolhapur. Okay, let me tell you one more example. Okay, here, after clicking on this checkbox, sorry, after clicking on this button, I'm getting one alert. I'm getting one alert, but that alert get displayed after 5 seconds. I have to wait till this alert get displayed. So I have to use the condition. What is that condition? Alert to be present. So in such a situation, you can use that control. Is it okay? Okay. Now next method of synchronization is fluent wait. Fluent wait is the next version of explicit wait. Fluent wait is the next version of explicit wait. What is the advantage? What is advantage? A very simple thing. It is applicable for single statement only. It doesn't take mandatory delay. You can handle the condition. Apart from that, you can handle the exception. You can handle the exception as well. For example, guys, here. What was the exception I was expecting after entering KOLH? What was the exception I was expecting? No such element exception. Correct, guys? Correct? I was expecting no such element exception. But imagine if I'm getting any another exception other than no such element exception. Should I wait? Are you getting my point? After entering KOLH, we are supposed to click on Kolhapur. If it is not getting loaded in specified time, it should throw no such element exception. Correct? But suppose instead of no such element exception, if I'm getting some another exception, will it be acceptable? No. Should it wait? No. It should throw the exception. And that we can handle with the help of fluent wait. Okay. For the time being, I will show on this demo synchronization purposely on this red bus assignment purposely to show you how visibility of element works. 24, 25, D25 synchronization. FLUENT fluent. I missed the mail. So where I have to wait, guys? After entering DEST means this KOLH, I have to wait here. So what I can do? First step, I have to create object of fluent wait. Fluent wait. WebDriver. Because it works on WebDriver. Wait is equal to new fluent wait. I have to pass WebDriver ka object. Fluent wait accepts 4 parameters. Those are W, I, P, U. W stands for with timeout. I stands for ignoring. P stands for pulling every, and U stands for until. You have to pass these 4 parameters for fluent wait. How? So where I have to wait? I have to wait till this control is getting visible. How? Let's see. Wait dot. First is, what is the first condition? Or sorry, what is the first parameter? With timeout. With timeout. What is the duration I'm expecting? Duration dot of seconds, let's say 10. Next, you can give next to this or to the next line. Dot, what is next? Ignoring. Ignoring. Which exception you need to ignore? Element, sorry, no such element exception. No such element exception. Dot class. Okay. Then dot pulling every. Pulling every. I will put here, let me write first. Duration dot of millis 1. Means what will happen here with pulling every, will go and will check whether the control is visible after every millisecond, that is pulling every. Okay. And then last is the until. What is my condition? Expected conditions. What is my condition? Dot visibility of element located. See here. This one. Visibility of element. There are so many methods. Be very careful. Visibility of element located by dot xpath. And what is the xpath? This is the xpath. So let's put this xpath. Hey. And what is the, sorry. And what is the operation I have to do after visible? Dot click. That's it. Now this statement is not required. Okay, let me try to. Now it will not work for Bangalore and all those things, because why? We have not added any fluent wait. Fluent wait is very less used synchronization method in Selenium. Okay, most commonly used are thread dot sleep implicit wait. Sometimes you have to use explicit wait. Okay, one more assignment. One more assignment. Complete the Redbus assignment using fluent wait. I have not completed this assignment, guys. I have handled only this one control, Kolhapur. Now you are supposed to handle this Bangalore. You are supposed to handle this result as well. Okay. And the same in the case of explicit wait. Yes. Yes. If you are expecting a wait for a single statement, but not mandatory, use explicit wait or fluent wait. If you want to deal with the condition, use explicit wait. Only condition. If you want to deal with the condition along with exception, use fluent wait. Is it okay? Everyone? Now, one very simple question. One very simple question. Last point of today's session. Have you wondered, guys? Have you wondered? Last. Just last. And very simple point. Very simple point. Have you wondered, guys? After launching the page, is this control is getting visible immediately? Even in the case of Facebook or even in the case of Google, it happens that after immediately driver.get, is this control is getting loaded immediately? above code which you write for Fluent Web need to use the same in two section. Yes. Does it require for calendar? I don't think so. It might not require for calendar. So this control is not getting loaded immediately. Then why it is not throwing exception on this line? It was expected to throw the exception on this line. No, guys. Is it throwing exception on this line? No. Because see, after loading, see, after executing this, suppose if I will execute, that is what I'm asking, na Ram Gopal. This takes some time na, to load this page. It takes at least 1 second time. Then why I'm not getting exception on this line? On this first line. It was supposed to, but I'm not getting. Why? My dear friends, your driver.get method is having implicit wait of 30 seconds. Driver.wait method is having implicit wait of 30 seconds. Means it will wait maximum for 30 seconds till or before executing this statement till your page get loaded. So after launching the website, before executing the first statement, it will wait maximum for 30 seconds. And imagine if your page is not getting loaded in 30 seconds, you will get session timeout exception. Okay, one more reason of no such element is synchronization issue. Okay, next exception is session timeout exception. Implicit wait work, invisibility, no. Implicit wait just going to check whether the control is there or not. But that's it. If the control is there, he will proceed. So this exception will throw if the page is not loaded within 30 seconds. Okay, especially for driver.get method. But suppose if any one of the page is taking more than 30 seconds to load, it is not expected. It is not expected. But suppose if some of the page is getting time, specifically this happens specifically in the testing environment. In the testing environment or sometimes in the production environment, sometimes. Most happens in the testing environment. In that case, what I can do, I can use page load timeout. Page load timeout avoids, okay, we can add some time duration till page get loaded to avoid session timeout exception. Means what happens, I'm not going to show any separate demo. After driver.get, I will put one statement. What is that? Driver.manage.timeouts.page load timeout. And here I will say duration.op seconds. Suppose I will say 10. I will say 10. What it means? Driver.get already it is having 30 seconds ka delay. Already it is having 30 seconds ka delay. Now what will happen? Now Selenium will wait for 30 seconds. Suppose page is not get loaded in the 30 seconds. Then what will happen? Obviously it is supposed to throw the exception, timeout exception. But already we have added this. Already we have added this page load timeout for 10 seconds. So it will wait more 10 seconds. Means before throwing the exception, now it is going to wait for total 40 seconds. These 30 seconds plus these 10 seconds. Is it okay, guys? I was supposed to complete tables part as well in the today's session. But okay, it's okay. Everyone got this synchronization? That is most important. You should able to got the synchronization, because synchronization is I'm going to start with the table right now, Anushka. Arey, don't worry, it's already 10:20. Okay. इतना भी इमोशनल अत्याचार नहीं करूंगा. चलो, let us stop the session. I'm going to raise the poll. Guys, I have got one notification from Star Agile that very few people are putting the polls. How we know it will wait for 30 seconds? No, you can't know that. But the only thing is, if the page is not getting loaded in 30 seconds, you will get session timeout exception. That is the only way. And that is implicit. That is implicit. You cannot change it. Even you cannot change it. Yesterday, someone was saying session was fast. Does today's session was fast? No, no? Thank you. The guy who was saying yesterday's session was fast. Purposely, I go very slow. Guys, put the polls, please. Thank you, Nirmal. Yes, Sai. Any query? Sai or Sai Srushti? There might be issue with Star Agile system. The way you are teaching is very good, and you should got a good feedback. Thank you, Rahul. No, that is not an issue, because suppose if you will say feedback 1, then it will be added 1. No, I'm not saying that. Very few people are putting the feedback. Very few people are. I'm not saying I'm getting low feedback. No, very few people are putting the feedback. Poll. Don't worry. Now from tomorrow I will be in the 4th gear. Today itself I was in the 2nd gear. Tomorrow we will be in the, tomorrow means Monday, I will be in the 3rd gear, 3rd or 4th gear. Not tomorrow, Ray. Try to understand. शब्दों में मत पकड़ो. Only if we get exception, we have to use synchronization. हे प्रभु, ऐसा क्यों बोल दिया? हे प्रभु, हे कृष्णनाथ मुरारी जगन्नाथ, क्या था वो? Something. How many hearts Selenium has completed? All the hearts of Selenium are completed now. There were 2 hearts of Selenium. Sir, but please make sure we all can understand. For after every concept, I'm asking, no, Anushka. After every concept, I'm asking, is it clear? Is it clear? No. Don't worry. See, from tomorrow, from the next session, should I explain this driver.findElement by.xpath? No. I have to explain only that concept. Correct? Okay, what is the topic for the next session? Next session, we are going to cover almost 3 topics. Almost 3 topics are there for the next session. One is the table, second one is the handling multiple window, and third one is the alert. You were having some problem, na? Who? Yes. Ram Gopal and Hidayat, I guess. Ram Gopal and Hidayat, I guess. You were having that problem, na? Control Shift P. Okay, chalo, let me show you. So just inspect this, open this, click somewhere here. Okay, let me first off that setting because it is already open. Okay, click somewhere here. Click somewhere here in the inspection box. Then hit Control Shift P. P for Pandurang. Pune. Okay, chalo. Okay, and then type focus, FOCUS. Immediately name came in my mouth was Priya. So you will be asking, sir, who is Priya? So that is Angel Priya. Okay, once you type focus, yeah, I know. And she knows very well. She knows very well how my nature is. And just click on this, emulate a focused page. That's it. One time setting. Okay, and that's it. Sir, in implicit wait, we have to only declare that implicit wait duration of seconds. Yes, only once before the first statement. Element not interactable exception occurs, means your XPath is wrong. If you are getting element not interactable exception, I told you, na, if you remember, I told you. So in that case, might possible, suppose I want to inspect this. If I will inspect this, it will get disappeared. So first I have to inspect like this. So might possible you are giving the XPath of this div tag. Dio.find element by.xpath and this div tag, and you are trying to do dot send keys method. So it will not. That's why you are getting element not interactable exception. So you told you will explain. Yes. Ram Gopal, is it okay? Sir, someone midway in session asked some question. Yes, I explained that. This was the question. Sir, in implicit wait, we have to only declare the implicit wait duration of seconds before inspect, before writing the first code. Could you please help me to get that hidden ID? Simply expand this div tag and you will get it here. I hope you got it now, Hidayat. Could you please help me to get that hidden ID of Redbus? Is it okay now, Sangeeta? So here also, that is the same thing. That is the same thing. What you have to do first, suppose this is like this. So first what you have to do, first open this manually like this. Then I have to inspect this. So click on this element button and then click here. Then it will get inspected. Okay. Okay, guys, in the Monday session, someone please remind me one more shortcut for XPath. In Monday session, someone remind me to explain a shortcut for XPath in the Monday session, not today. Because so many people left. Almost 10, 15 people left. Only 56% people has submitted the poll. What about other? Again, someone is saying I am fast in the today's session. If you could tell me during the session, I could become slow. Was the program interactive and engaging? No. Wow. Thank you. God bless you. Did trainer answer all your question? What was your question that I didn't answer? The person who has given this negative feedback, I would like to ask that person, what was your question that I didn't answer? Why you are giving such a negative feedback? Sir, any exception we handle with synchronization? No, I didn't say that. कुछ भी. What was the question you asked? That is what I'm saying, Megha. It is not necessary to for any exception. No. For every exception, there are separate techniques. That one person who has given this negative feedback, I would like to ask you a question. Which was your question that I didn't answer? Tell me so that I will uh, 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 make corrections in the next session. Chalo, guys, here I will stop the session. Thank you. Bye bye. Good night. Take care. Sweet dreams. Happy weekend. Complete all the assignments. Chalo, guys. Bye bye.